female guests at the party? How many guests are at the party? All right, let's just go ahead and do part one. So part one, actually, we're not going to do that. Part one is going to be how many female guests are at the party. And we're going to write there are blank female guests, because we need to find that out first before we do anything else. Let's draw the starting line. Who or what is the problem about? Well, we're comparing because you saw the keywords more than. So what was mentioned first? Male, which are boys. And then the second mention were the female, which were the girls. And who has more and who has less? Well, it says more male. So let's write more here and less here. Okay, let's go ahead and draw the unibars and label, and we're going to check off as we go along. What do we know? There are 870 dudes, male, and then we don't know how many female, but we know that there are less. Let's draw the ending line. And how many less? There are 450 less. All right, so once again, you know that if this is the whole number and you're given an unknown number here and you're given a number that is less, you subtract to find out the unknown number. So let's do our subtraction. Pretty straightforward. There are 420 lady guests at the party. Now remember, we always end up using the information for part one or part A to figure out part two. So part two, we need to figure out how many guests altogether are at the party. So the answer statement for part two is going to be, there are blank guests. I'm just going to say total. It helps me to remember. Starting line. Now this time we're not doing who or what. We're not doing comparison. The who or what are simply the guests because we're just trying to find out the total number. So this is going to be a simple part whole. We know from the first problem that there were 870 male boys. And then we just found out that there are 420 female guests. So male and female. And look, we're just trying to find out the total number, which is the whole number. So let's add them all together. 870 plus 420. Okay, so the total number of guests are 1,290 guests total. Step number 8, does this make sense? Yes, it does, because when you have the male and the female together, you get the larger number of 1,290. Okay, the next one, step number 1, read the problem. Justin mixed juice using carrots and apples. The mixed juice contains 270 milliliters of carrot juice. There are 165 milliliters more apple juice than carrot juice in the mixture. How much mixed juice does Justin make? All right, so again, for part 1, we just want to know how much how much apple juice he makes. I'm just going to say Justin has. Justin has this much apple juice. Okay. Step number 2, step number 3, draw the starting line. Step number 4, who or what is this problem about? Well, you know that we're comparing once again because it says more than. Okay? So what is mentioned first? The carrot juice is mentioned first, then the apple juice. Who has more, or what has more and what has less? Well, the problem says this much more apple. So apple has more, carrot has less. Okay, let's write down what we know. I kind of like to do the big old bar for the more, and this is our unknown. We have no idea how much apple juice Justin made. We do know that Justin made 270 milliliters because it's right there. And let's do the ending line so we can see how much less he made of the apple juice, of the carrot juice, 165 milliliters. Well, once again, guys, look, here's the beginning line, here's the ending line. If we're trying to find out this right here, then you know that all you have to do is add these two together, okay? It's very visual. 270 milliliters plus 165 milliliters. The total would be 435 milliliters of apple juice. So let's use that information to figure out part B. Part B simply asks, how much mixed juice does Justin make all together? So Justin makes this much juice. If you have room to fit all together, that's fine. I'm just going to write Justin makes blank juice. But we know that let's write total. Total. All right. So here's the beginning line. Who or what is this problem about? Now it's just about the total number of juice, or total milliliter. So again, go to part 1. We already know that there were 270 milliliters of carrot juice, and we found out that there were 435 milliliters of apple juice, and the total number is our unknown. So again, simple part whole. Let's add 270 plus 435 together, and it would be 705 milliliters of juice all together. That sounds delicious. Does it make sense? Yes, you're adding the two parts together to make the whole. And then finally, let's do Pedro. He has 132 model cars. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that? Oh, you know what? I think I don't have the first part of the problem right here. And I cannot move my, I can't move my picture. Anyway, let me just read it. It says Pedro has some model motorcycles and some model cars. So on your homework paper, I know you can see the first part. So I apologize that you can't see it on this video. Anyway, Pedro has some model motorcycles and some model cars. He has 132 fewer model cars than model motorcycles. Pedro has 352 model motorcycles. How many model cars and motorcycles does Pedro have altogether? All right, the first thing, of course, that we need to find out is how many model cars does he have? So let's do that. Good old Pedro has blank model cars. Who or what? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's do our starting line. Number 4, step 4, who or what is the problem about? Well, the motorcycle. Oops. Well, they were mentioned first, and then the model cars were mentioned next. All right, so which has more and which has less? Here's the key word. He has 132 fewer cars. Fewer means less for the cars, which means the motorcycle has more. And let's draw the unibars and check off as we go along. We know that he has 352 motorcycles, check. And we know that the unknown is the car. And if we draw the ending line, we can totally see that there are 132 fewer cars. And again, here's your total number, and here's the less, and here is our unknown. So once again, you're becoming experts at understanding that you need to subtract to get your unknown number. Easy subtraction. So now we know that there are 220 model cars. All right, let's use that information to find how many cars and motorcycles does Pedro have all together. So our answer statement for part 2, Pedro has blank models total. Okay? All right, here's the starting line. Who or what is the problem about? We're simply needing the total number of models. So from the first problem, we know that he has 352 motorcycles. 352 let's just do M. Motorcycles. And then we found out that there were 220 cars. And here's a simple part whole. Let's find out the unknown by adding the two together, which would be 572 model cars and motorcycles total. Does that make sense? Yes, you simply add the two together. And that is how you do. Those are the answers for your homework problems for the day. Okay, boys and girls, this is what you've been waiting for. Have you ever wondered what Frixie might do if we tried to walk her on a leash? Well, wonder no more, because here's the video. Poor cat. All right, Frixie. Let's see. I'm not sure if she likes it or not. Let's see. Come on, move. Yeah, she couldn't even move. Come on, walk. No, thank you, she says. And then, of course, Zoe had to come and mess up the whole experiment. Good job, Zoe. And that's your entertainment for the afternoon.